My name is Ahmed Mahil. I'm originally from North Sudan. I did a bachelor's in mechatronics and then a master's in mechanical engineering. And then I went to Australia to pursue the PhD. After that, while I was doing that with a couple of friends, because when I finished my undergraduate degree, uh, I had to send a lot of parts to be machined, and that was expensive. So by the time I'm doing higher degrees, research, masters onwards, I realized this thing, the plastic 3D printer. We used to call it rapid prototyping tool. Like we really, it wasn't called 3D printing on the onset. It was something more common amongst maybe manufacturing engineering discipline kind of folks or industrial engineers. So yeah, and then we realized that okay, it could be really smart to start on trying to use this principle to for residential housing or something. Like, what is the rocket science behind building a house? When you go deep down to it, there is not much rocket science. It doesn't require that. And we find some folks around the world doing it. But due to the fact that me and my colleagues, we were teaching robotics
Yeah.
uh, at the university level. And what happened is we realized that many folks are repurposing the articulated robotic arm. And sometimes it helps that you have the fundamental knowledge about something because it can help you to think
Yeah.
more realistically about it. And we realized, okay, no one has really has designed a robot specifically for construction. There are some misguided metrics that you could hear outside. People
Yeah.
saying printing hours. If we calculate printing hours, yeah, I can say, yeah, yeah, we printed it in 5, 6 days. But we're being realistic, about 15 days. That's what it took. Now,
Wow.
even though it might sound long, it's still shorter than traditional construction. That's what the typical time we see the savings. A similar house. This is a case study we've done, and even we chose certain elements to be done traditionally. It costed more and took longer. But for cost, Luyten as a company, we sell the robots to builders because we believe many builders are getting out of the business, and that allows people to will lead people to be more desperate to pay money to whoever shows up, and bad practice starts to take over. And at the same time, some people who do it right will find it not feasible to give money. Deteriorating supply chains and tariffs and whatnot are all issues we've been seeing since COVID time. They haven't really resolved, and it seems like they're not being going to be resolved anytime soon. So, how do we help with that savings? From our understanding, the savings we can give a builder is 30% over the current methods. And that's due to case studies that we've conducted based on the prices in Australia. So 30%, that doesn't mean you, the end user, can get the house 30% cheaper. It will mean that maybe in a couple of years, when we have more adoption from more builders and we've increased the efficiency of a builder who produce 3 houses to produce 10 houses, or for someone who does 10 houses to do 30 houses using this technology, then we anticipate that the laws of supply and demand will come into play. And yeah, eventually these savings will trickle down to the end user, or to the final product receiver.